With the gambler, we were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook.
Indeed, very, very sorry to start this program at this time. We are very sorry for that. I can assure you that some things will not happen again. We're trying to fine-tune some things and quickly get some others that are needed here in President. The Vice Chairman of Amuwo-Odofin Local Government, the Speaker of Amuwo-Odofin Legislative Council, Party Chairman, the Chairman of the Action Congress of Nigeria, Lagos State, ably represented by the Secretary of the Action Congress of Nigeria. Welcome, sir. The Chairman of the ACN, the Badagry Division, Ishwabi Oluwa. Welcome, sir. The Chairman of our party, this local government, the Chairman of the Apex Leadership.
That's what I said. You got your
Chairman of the Elders Forum. Our political leaders here seated. My executive. Members of the Executive Council. The security chiefs. His Royal Majesty. The Onimado, the Onima of Ibadan Kingdom. Other Royal Majesties that are seated, our religious leaders, nationality leaders, members of the management teams, members of our community, my friends from the civil society, my immediate constituency, every led by Dr. Joe Okeyodimaki. You're welcome, huh? My father, Mr. Ayodele Adewale. Members of my growing constituency, the students, and by the virtue of my former position in the student movement, I'm also a life member of the student constituency. I was the former president of the most viral university in the south of the Sahara, the west of the Niger, and the north of the New People. He said that there are 3 universities in the world: Lagos State University, and the rest of others. And of course, by the virtue of being the mouthpiece of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, as the grant for the presidency of the global organization, I was also bestowed a life membership at the Senate meeting. And the organization covers students from the kindergarten down to the professorship level. So, greatest Nigerian students. Nigerian students. Ever reasonable Nigerian students.
Ever reasonable.
Logical Nigerian students.
Ever logical.
Indefatigable Nigerian students.
Ever indefatigable.
Indomitable Nigerian students.
Indomitable.
The greatest and the greatest and the greatest and the greatest. Well, I must not also quick to forget my humble beginning. Governor Latif Jakonde actually imbibed the program of the UPN that started from the action group. I remember one night I was seated with Chief Anthony at Exit John, the house that accommodated the Speaker of Lagos State. Then we were seated with Professor Kelly of blessed memories, Dr. Beck Onolari Rasomputi, Chief Olufalaye, who has also died, and so many of them, including Amuwo Odofin. Then we were discussing about the Nigerian project, particularly a new constitution for Nigeria. I was fortunate to be the youngest among them all. And if you look at the age bracket, the nearest to me was about 45 years old. 45 years. Yeah, that was the nearest. A strong argument ensued about leadership question and the reason why the youths are not taking focal position in political leadership in today's contemporary democratic space. And I took them back in nostalgia memories on how Shakara Williams, Albert Macaulay, and so many of them are taking part in the nationalist struggle before the emergence of Amuwo and the likes, including Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and several others. And I asked also a question, that how did you discover free education? And Chief Elaro told me point blank that when Chief Agashu, because he was also young amongst them, brought the way forward and the blueprint for free education, and Chief Awono was afraid that how were they going to pay the salaries of over 5,000 teachers in the Southwest, the Western region then. And I just told him, I showed him that it is possible and it is doable. And then in 1979, when I was in private school, and the policy again came that anybody that wanted to enjoy the privileges of public service must withdraw their children from private school into public school. Some of us were withdrawn and taken to what is now known as School 1 behind the fire service. We started in a cubicle made with wood, and every day when you see your mate seated, the following morning they'll be transferred. Several of us were transferred, and some of us remained. And that school became my starting point. And of course, I've always enjoyed public gesture, from primary to secondary to the university. And I'm going to say that all through my educational career, unless my father was the economical week, I don't think he spent over 50,000 naira all through my educational pursuit. I would say 50,000 naira because at Lagos State University we are paying next to nothing. But he will testify to that. It's rather unfortunate that the central government of Nigeria is not giving what is due to it. But yet again, as local government, in which primary education is our primary responsibility, I think we also, like Chief Ayodele Adewale, will also prefer contemporary solutions to solving our problems and for easing the responsibility on the shoulder of the Lagos State Government. I want to thank my class teacher who is here seated for being one of the porters that molded my life to where I am today. I thank you very much, ma'am. May God continue to bless you and strengthen you and take good charge of your kids. And I hope that all of you teachers here will understand that the reward of the teacher is not in heaven alone. Heaven starts from earth, and hell also starts from earth. And I pray that the teachers here seated will understand very strongly that the life of those little ones are in your hands. Because the larger percentage of time they spend in a day, they spend over 60% of those time with you. And it is your responsibility as their local parents to make sure that you give them the best of care and the best of morality. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this August gathering. I must also express my deepest appreciation to you all for deepening its faith to be part of this important event at short notice. This event centers on the presentation of educational materials such as 7,000 school bags and life jackets to pupils in the riverine community, 420,000 notebooks, 250 JAMB forms to indigent students, and bicycles, kits, and spare parts to revenue officers. It is instructive to note that the provision of these items is part of this administration's sustained developmental drive to impact positively in the lives of our people. For year 2012, the following developmental activities were recorded: works and infrastructure. The administration went ahead to rehabilitate 1.3 kilometers 21 road and rehabilitation of sections in 23 road and 24 road. Others include rehabilitation of failed portion of 3rd Gate by Alakija Road, 2nd Avenue by Agboju Market, 3rd Avenue by 31 Road, 2nd Avenue by 3rd Avenue Road. We also influenced the rehabilitation of part of 4th Avenue Road, 51 Road, and the ongoing construction of Amuwo-Odofin Road and bridge by the Lagos State Government. This is in addition to several spot patching done across the community in the said year. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, We also constructed a staff chapel and mosque at the Secretariat. With renovation and upgrading of supervision and administrative blocks, construction of equipment yard at the Secretariat, renovation of generator yard at the Secretariat, renovation of DPO office, First Start Police Station, interlocking and landscaping of Area E Command, construction of 3 modern public toilets at Oyinola Market, Owen3 Road, Omota Market by 4th Avenue, and Aroso Market at Mount 2. These toilets have been completed and will soon be commissioned. Aside these completed projects, these are other in progress, and this includes the Asima Jubola Ahmed Tinubu Legislative Building Freedom House, proposed construction of fish markets at the Tuago community, proposed reconstruction of the Igbo Town Hall, and the development of Ilado in Northern Island to a world-class storage center. On health, we have increased the number of doctors from 1, which we met on ground on October the 30th, when we assumed office, to 23 doctors, and increased the number of other health personnel, such as nurses, environmental health officers, community extension workers. We have also renovated the Mount 2, Festac, and Adosoba PHC to modern standard. We have sustained our program of free drugs to the vulnerable age group 0 to 16 and 60 and above, with a total number of 19,686 beneficiaries in 2012. We have delivered 311 babies with 0 mortality and distributed freely 311 baby kits. We took active parts and supported state-owned health programs at the local government level. Example of such: National Immunization Plus, Local Immunization Day, Maternal Newborn Child Health Week, and the indoor receiver spray. We supported the hypertension diabetes screening program in 2012. We took part in the delivery of a PHC at Comrade Island, which was built and donated by the U.S. Marines and the U.S. Consular Office. We re-engineered our local government health authority board. We gave several financial assistance to individuals for medical surgeries ranging from 500,000 to 3 million naira. The administration has proposed to start the construction of Doctors Lodge at Igologo, not forgetting the multipurpose building that will serve for laboratory, drug dispensary, and canteen, and a mini-mart at the Adosoba PHC. We have also proposed to construct a new ultra-modern public health center in replacement of the existing Festac PHC. Aside this, developmental activities in the primary health sector, we are also expecting to take delivery of an additional PHC to the existing 6 facilitated by the Senator Gani Olariwaju Solomon from the federal government. We are also expecting the delivery of some medical equipment and the medical screening from a UK-based charity organization known as Hope Arrive Trust. By the end of March this year, this organization will be coming to give us this item on education. We are constructing a block of 6 classrooms at the Tuago, Omaro Iladu, Black Heritage Festival, where we participated in the boat regatta and swimming competition. Sponsor participants to the 2012 Eco Expo, launched under a tripartite arrangement with Lagos State Microfinance Institution lastly, and Cowries Microfinance, a 40 million naira poverty alleviation scheme that provides for soft loans in the region of 50,000 at 1.5% of interest rates without any collateral. A scheme that has benefited a total of 439 people, with 850 more people awaiting to benefit from the scheme. We organized a workshop for women empowerment tagged Women, Agents of Positive Change and Advancement. Purchased 30 football and 20 basketball to be distributed to youth of our community, made several donations to individuals and organizations within the said year. Environment. We purchased a 10-ton Tata truck for refuse disposal, created the Climate Change Unit and Environment Bureau, established the Environmental Task Force, and provided a Toyota Tundra truck for its operations. Continually desilted drainages and manholes around the community. Continually renovated, removed refuse around the community. Continually maintained lawns around local government secretariat, First Gate, and around First and Second Avenue. Planted over 500 trees of various species in 2012, making it a cumulative of 5,000 trees planted by this administration. Engaged 30 sweepers per ward, making it a total of 180 sweepers that we have branded as street managers, plus 6 supervisors across the wards. We have engaged 10 central sweepers added to the existing 300 sweepers and 50 environmental health workers at all. We have purchased environmental and sanitary equipment for the local government secretariat and donated same to Estate Community Development Association, a CDA based in Amuwo-Odofin Local Government. We have sustained our Green Club comprising of 50 members, organized a seminar for stakeholders on waste management, sponsored delegates to the United Nations Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC COP18 in Doha, and the World International Conference on the Environment, Rio +20 in Brazil. We purchased 2 security vans for Festac and Trade Fair Police Station, purchased a Toyota Tundra van for Amuwo-Odofin Neighborhood Watch, sustained our monthly Peace and Security Council meeting, renovated the GPO office, Festac Police Station, interlocked and landscaping of the Area E Command, renovation of the SCIB office of the police in the Area E Command, capacity building seminar for man-o-war by a neighborhood watchmen, among several other programs. Human resources and capacity building development. We have engaged 636 non-pensionable staffs, and may I use this occasion to tell you that our minimum wage here is 15,000 naira for sweepers that live within the community. This means that they pay no money on transportation and sundry. It implies that the 15,000 naira is beyond the federal government minimum wage. We also have a set of minimum wage for first living school certificate holders, which is 20,000 naira. We have consultants that we pay 200,000 naira. We have workers that we pay 150,000 naira. We have some that we pay 100,000, some 70, some 50. A BSc here is paid 35,000, OND 25, and HND 30,000. Organized periodic staff training for employment and training on effective local government administration. Purchased 10 Toyota Corolla 2012 model cars for some executive members and legislators. Provided BlackBerry Boat 5 and iPad 2 to all executive members and legislators in 2012. We will complete the purchase of the Toyota 2012 model cars for the few members of the executive and legislators that are remaining, not forgetting the cabinet seats and the members of the security councils. Other sundry areas where we have not made appreciable impact in the 2012 include building effective grassroots communication and feedback process with production and distribution of 10,000 copies of our weekly bulletin, the Amuwo Prison, making it a total of 540,000 copies printed thus far. We have also produced and distributed 5,000 copies of our quarterly magazine, the Amuwo Herald, making it a cumulative of 20,000 copies printed in the year 2012. Indeed, we have covered a milestone in our agenda to reposition this beloved community to that advantage of greater opportunities for advancement. However, it is not to say that our noble achievements are not come without daunting challenges. A major challenge that readily comes to our mind is the retrogressive attitude of some to pay tax, particularly traders at the trade fair complex. we have come to the conclusion that with the level of developmental activities taking place in this local government, there is no longer any excuse or reason for anyone to evade tax. As far as we are concerned, we are being shortchanged by the traders at the trade fair complex. Hence, we are putting plans in place to address this anomaly by exhausting all legal and reasonable avenues. We have also concluded plans to improve on our internal generated revenue (IGR) by engaging the services of Alpha Beta. The essence of this proposed action is to guarantee effective management of the revenue generation process. Given the reputation of the firm in this line of business, we are confident that on the long run, all our effort in this matter will culminate in the expected result starting from this fiscal year. The long-standing dispute between the Festac Resident Association (FTRA) and the Lagos State Government is equally another issue giving us great concern, as this dispute is a clog in the wheel of revenue generation and growth. We hereby plead with our community leaders to take a rethink on this position so that we can move ahead with the developmental strides. Today again, this administration is taking another bold step to positively impact on the lives of our people. The 420,000 books to be distributed in phases starting from today, following the 220,000 distributed in our first tenure, and the 250 JAMB forms to be given out today, will make it a cumulative of 1,750 distributed by this administration thus far. We are also giving out 7,000 branded school bags to our pupils. These school bags have been branded to educate our pupils on climate change and environmental sustainability. The essence of these life jackets for pupils in the Riverine is premised on an ugly incident that took place last year, where a boat carrying children heading to school capsized onto a storm, leading to loss of lives. The local government gave financial assistance to the tune of 1 million naira to a staff of this local government whose two children were victims of that boat mishap. It is our hope that the life jackets will help minimize the vulnerability of our children and the Riverine community. The 50 bicycles will be distributed to revenue officers for the servicing of notice to taxpayers, came with spare parts, helmets, valves, and other gadgets to ensure the safety of the users. We have also provided bright fluorescent green vests for their visibility on our roads as internationally required. The choice of the bicycles, which is mountain bikes, occasioned by the fact that they will be used in an enclosed area. In addition to this, are the cost-effective factor and climate change impact consideration due to zero fuel consumption and zero carbon emission, respectively, with the use of these bicycles. It will also help to improve on our body exercise, thereby leading to the good health of the workers. Already, the revenue officers have undergone special training on bicycle safety. We hope that these materials will be optimally utilized to improve on our revenue generation process. Finally, permit me to quickly and briefly emphasize on our proposed project for this fiscal year, such as the expansion of the proposed vocational training school by acquiring the abandoned LASU campus at 24 Road, either through partnering with the United Kingdom Trade and Investment (UKTI) or the Austrian government. May I also say that we have discussed with these two governments, and one of them has sent an expert down to visit the site. In fact, about 8 of our staff recently came back from the United Kingdom, and we are also having a discussion with one of the municipalities in Ukraine, known as Sheffield. Sheffield is one of the oldest local governments in the United Kingdom, and they have agreed to twin with Amuwo-Odofin Local Government. We will be organizing both local and international training for staff, We are expanding the Festac PAC, just as we are equally expecting an additional PAC facilitated by Senator Ganiu Olariwaju Solomon from the federal government. At the moment, we are opening up our coastal communities and positioning them for real development, and we intend to take that step to the next level, so that at the end, we will attain an even development within our communities. This administration will also be pursuing its mass transport scheme, as talks with Ashok Leyland are at an advanced stage, just as we will be pursuing our proposed waterway transport. May I also say that in the week past, our team from the local government and our partners